Hello and welcome to Infertility Unfiltered, where fertility experts and warriors are joining forces to provide you with tips, tricks, information, lessons, and inspiration so that you can take back control of your life and get your baby on board. Hi, I'm Jennifer Robertson, and today we are blessed to be joined by Kela Smith. Now, Kela is the CEO and Program Director of the Hormone Puzzle Society, a women's health hub for fertility, hormones, and the business of coaching. She's also a certified holistic health and wellness coach and works with women who are struggling with infertility and hormone imbalance and coaches them to get pregnant naturally and eliminate their symptoms. She brings 20 years of experience as a professional fitness trainer, wellness educator, and author. And to date, she's published multiple books on fertility and hormones, as well as 4 distinct online courses. Today we're speaking about something that's really important, egg quality. So what affects it and how you can increase it. And if you stick around to the end, you'll get to know how you can get your hands on some freebies. And Kela will also be talking about the Hormone Puzzle Method, which teaches you how to cycle sync. We'll talk about that, and how you can get pleasant periods, yes please, have boosted fertility, happy hormones, hotter sex lives, and greater creativity, productivity, and well-being at work. And I can't wait to get stuck in. So thank you so much for joining us, Kela.
Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. I'm really excited to be here.
So before we dive off into egg quality and hormone puzzle methods, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got down this path?
For sure. Yeah. So like you were saying, I run a company called the Hormone Puzzle Society, and this is a place where I teach women all about hormones and infertility and how to sync their cycles. And I am also a coach and a mom. I started this business out of my own struggle. It took us over 2 years to get pregnant. We went the medical route, went to doctors, and they kept saying that, you have unexplained infertility. We don't know why you're not getting pregnant. And so I took what I knew about nutrition and fitness and thought, I am going to see if I can get myself as fertile as possible before I have to go the medical route and do IUI and IVF and all those things, which is what they were suggesting that we do. And so that's what I did. I went in my kitchen and got super intentional with what I was eating and started eating for fertility. And what do you know? I was able to get pregnant. And then once I did it once, I did it again. So now we have 2 little boys, a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old. And this business was born. I thought, I do not want another person to struggle the way that I did. And I'm going to start a business and help women all over the world with these issues.
I love it. And thank you for what you do, and it's such, I guess we're talking about eggs and egg quality today, and it really is such a huge part of the puzzle, So do you want to just start off by telling us a little bit about what affects egg quality, and then we can go into some actual tangible steps of how you can improve it?
Yeah, definitely. So, there's so many different things that can affect egg quality. You are born with the number of eggs that you're always going to have, but throughout your life, things can happen that can diminish that egg quality, environmental things, your diet, your lifestyle as we age. So there's many things that can affect that quality. But there's also things that you can do to improve it. So you want to make sure that your eggs are as strong as possible, that they're viable, that they're healthy, that they can implant. And so that's some of the things that I teach in my Hormone Puzzle Method and through cycle syncing on how to improve that egg quality so that you have really good eggs no matter what your age.
Excellent. And so let's start at the beginning. What are some tangible things that they can be doing to increase their egg quality?
So always start with diets. Your diet is the number one thing that you can do to improve your eggs, to improve your fertility, to improve your hormones. And it's really about eating that balanced whole food nutrition, eating foods that are going to naturally increase that egg quality. So that would be things like foods that are high in antioxidants, foods like berries and leafy greens, or lots of nuts and seeds, citrus fruits. So these things are meant to increase that egg quality, make you have really healthy eggs. Some other things you can do is really paying attention to the environmental toxins that you're around. So trying to stay away from BPA, which we all know. But
Can you just dive into that a little bit? Like, tell us a little bit about BPA and the effects that it can have and where it's found.
yeah, so it's a toxic chemical that is put in a lot of different things. And like I was saying, most of us know to stay away from it. You see the plastic water bottles that say BPA free, and most people are aware that chemical is toxic. But it's also in places that you would not think, like receipts that you get at the grocery store, or if you have a plastic coffee maker, you're brewing your coffee, and a lot of times they'll line BPA on the inside of that coffee maker. It's on the inside of metal cans. So many places which you would think, I'm going to the grocery store, I'm going to get my food, and you grab your receipt. Well, that BPA seeps into your hands, and then it affects your fertility and your egg quality. BPA, your body sees that as a toxin, and so it's going to do whatever it can to protect you from that toxin, which is, affecting your egg quality. Some other things, to think about when it comes to eggs is how much stress are you under? Stress is the second leading cause of fertility issues. And so if you're under a lot of stress, whether that's perceived stress or actual stress, your body can't tell the difference. So it's all stress to your body. And so trying to do things to proactively eliminate stress from your life. I always tell my fertility clients, if it's something that can go on the back burner when you're actively trying to conceive, let's put it there. Because right now you're in a season in your life where your focus needs to be creating that baby. So let's put these things on the back burner. And then I also talk a lot about just how can we relax? How can we be in feminine energy? How can we reconnect with our bodies? And so we're not always in this masculine go where we're super stressed and super tense, and so just doing things to actively manage that stress and to eliminate it.
And I think that's really tough as well, because a lot of us are type A personalities. Like, we're used to pushing and working hard and achieving goals and doing all of those things. And I don't know about you, but I approach my fertility journey in exactly the same thing that I would approach anything else in my life. I was taught if you work hard, you achieve. So how, and I know this is a little bit off topic, but I love this topic. How do you switch from, always being in that masculine energy over to the feminine energy? Do you have a few tips on that as well?
Definitely. So one thing I love is meditation. Sitting and just being, because like you said, we're so used to do. What can I do to get pregnant? Well, let's just be. Let's just sit in our feminine energy and meditate and self-reflect. And I love affirmations. I love the affirmation that says, I believe in my body. I know it can get pregnant. And so just really being in that feminine energy and relaxing, meditating, and doing those affirmations will make a big difference.
Absolutely. And if you are watching this, if you do struggle with meditation, which I used to, excuse me, which I really used to struggle with, I have got another YouTube video on how a type A personality can actually learn how to meditate. So check that one out as well.
I love that.
Excellent. All right. So is that pretty much everything in terms of egg quality? I mean, you've highlighted diet, EPA, stress levels, anything else that they can do to improve egg quality?
Making sure you're drinking enough water. Water has so many issues, so many benefits to us, and especially when it comes to egg quality, making sure your body has enough water to survive and all your cells and your tissues are very hydrated. So that's one that some of us take that for granted. We hear it so much. We're like, yeah, we're supposed to drink water, but it really does play a huge role in fertility and in overall health and egg quality, all of it. So
Absolutely.
drink your water. And I have a really fun little formula that is easy for you to remember how much water to drink. It's 0.67 times your body weight in ounces per day. So once you kind of figure that out, then just divide it up, and that's how many cups you should be drinking per day.
Perfect. I love it. I love simplicity. And I love, because everyone's body's different. Everyone's different in terms of what their needs are. So let's get to the hormone puzzle method. Can you give us a little bit of an idea on, let's talk about cycle syncing, what that is, and then if you can give us an idea on what the hormone puzzle is.
Yeah, so cycle syncing is a functional medicine concept where a woman partners her food, fitness, social life, and work life with the phases of her monthly cycle. So she's either eating to feed her hormones, so she has enough food and enough nutrients to make the hormones that she needs, or she's eating foods that are meant to naturally detox. So she's pulling those hormones back out when she's finished with her cycle so that she's not recycling them, which is what causes all of the issues with the painful periods, the cramping, the bloating, the acne, fatigue, all of that is from recycled hormones. So it's really cool concept. If you start to eat this way, then it just really helps to balance everything out. It provides homeostasis in the body, which is balance. And so it's a great way to live. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of the time, like I know myself and on this journey, like we would never choose to be on this fertility journey, but the process of it allows us to connect with our bodies and what it's doing. I don't know about you, but I am so in line with my cycle now. Like I'll get a twinge and be like, oh, I'm ovulating, because we've always been so focused on it. And now in terms of my work, I know I'm on week 3, I'm the most creative. So I can plan my work. And if I want to create something, I do it around week 3. And I know on week 2, I'm feeling a little bit, sluggish. So I try to, do things, nourishing things for me. And then on week 1, go for walks and stuff like that. So that's what it's all about is, you wouldn't put the wrong person, in a different job and just try to just do it. So it's all about putting the right things in the right cycle at the right time, I guess.
Exactly. So it sounds like you're already cycle syncing.
I think we do it unconsciously sometimes, but it is always good to have a name for it and a method for it as well. So do you just want to walk us through the hormone puzzle method?
Yeah, definitely. So puzzle is an acronym, and it's all the steps that I took myself through to get pregnant naturally, and it's what I use with my clients. And I thought it was fun just to come up with a name to make it easy. We were talking about this earlier, just so it's packaged pretty and it helps people to remember, like, these are the steps that I should be doing on a daily basis. And so puzzle is proper whole food nutrition, understanding supplements. So you're taking the supplements that you need for your body and for your specific case. It's zapping stress. So like we talked earlier, you're getting rid of that stress. It's Z's. So making sure you're sleeping properly and you're sleeping, going to bed and waking up at the same time every morning and night. Then it's love and encouragement. So love to yourself and encouragement from others. And then exercise and environment. So making sure you're exercising properly. Again, falling in line with that cycle syncing when it comes to exercise. And then environments, making sure you're staying away from environmental toxins. You are paying attention to not only what you're putting in your body, but what you're putting around you and on you and all of it. So all of those pieces help you to have a puzzle which shows a beautiful picture, everything's working properly, and you are as healthy and as fertile as you can be.
Yeah, and when everything's working properly, you're happier, you're more at peace, and the pregnancy comes from it. So I think it's a beautiful thing just for life, not just to have a baby, which I really love. I think that I truly believe that everything that we do should be not just to have a baby. It should be because we want to be happy, we want to be healthy, we want to wake up with the energy, we want to, we want to just feel really good and be living the best life. So I love everything about that. Kela, thank you so much for joining us. Now, if people want to get in contact with you, how do they get their hands on your freebies?
Yes. So my freebies are 2 free cookbooks and my masterclass, which is 5 secrets to decode your hormone puzzle and get pregnant naturally. And so they can find all of that at hormonepuzzle.com, or they can find me at coachkela.com or info@coachkela.com.
And we'll put all of those links in the details as well. Excuse me. So thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, Kela. It's been an absolute pleasure hosting you. Now, if you love this interview as well, feel free to give it a little love, share it, like it, subscribe to this channel as well, because this is just one of many, many amazing interviews that we're going to do to support you on your fertility journey. So make sure you subscribe, and thank you so much for joining us for Infertility Unfiltered.